A woman was waiting in line for a job interview when she suddenly noticed that the company's sign was crooked. She stepped forward and straightened it. Unexpectedly, this scene was seen by the interviewer, who immediately offered her the job on the spot. It turned out that the interviewer had deliberately placed the sign askew to test whether the candidates had a sense of responsibility. Regrettably, she had waited the entire morning, but no one had stepped up to straighten the sign, until this woman appeared, which made the interviewer's eyes light up. While the others were still looking confused, the interviewer unceremoniously asked them to leave, keeping only the woman behind. Seeing this, the other candidates felt very dissatisfied and even slandered her, claiming she had gotten the job through connections. But the woman didn't care at all. The next day, the woman arrived at the company on time and then followed her supervisor to visit various departments. Unexpectedly, when they reached the parking lot, they ran into a customer arguing with a cashier. Upon seeing this, the supervisor immediately assigned a task to the new interns, promising that whoever could resolve the issue that day would be promoted to a full-time position in advance. However, her colleagues just looked at each other in silence, and no one spoke up. Only the woman stepped forward, saying she was willing to give it a try. By this time, the argument between the customer and the cashier had become quite fierce. The woman approached them and first apologized sincerely to the customer. Sure enough, the customer's attitude softened immediately, and he explained his request to her. It turned out that the customer had accidentally lost the receipt when buying clothes, which meant he couldn't claim the parking benefit. However, the clothes in his hand were more than enough to prove he had made a purchase at the mall. After listening, the woman said she fully understood his situation, but emphasized that the mall's rules could not be broken. She then offered to pay the parking fee for the customer, but the cashier directly refused this proposal. This response reignited the customer's anger. Seeing this, the woman took out the mall staff rules and regulations on the spot, telling the customer he could call the complaint hotline if he was unsatisfied. When the cashier saw this, they took the initiative to apologize to the customer, who then left directly after receiving his parking voucher. The supervisor, who had witnessed the entire process, was very satisfied and immediately promoted the woman to a full-time position on the spot.